All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here. We are in St. Louis, Missouri, and it was a 2-day route for me. We started out on Thursday. It is now Friday morning. It's 5 a.m. and man, it has been quite the adventure. This is the first route I'm kind of doing by myself. They sent me with help yesterday. He drove up separately and helped me out all day, which was great. It's been a long route, 21 stops. I don't remember how many cases. I'll get to that later, but yeah, it's been pretty crazy. St. Louis in a semi is something completely different. But we just did our 10-hour break. We shut down at 6:49 yesterday. Didn't go off duty until 6:59, so I couldn't come back and drive until 4:59 anyway. So we're not getting off to a too terribly late start, but yeah, figured we would do some recording here in the truck. This is what we've been wanting to do, and I think I figured out a way that I could do it. So let's go ahead and stop our break, go on duty, get that pre-trip inspection going. All right, yes, I do. It is actually snowing out here right now. That's great. I do a pretty decent pre-trip. You know, I make sure I look at everything. We've got the light test going on right now. That way we can see all of our lights working and all that. This Cascadia has 153,000 miles on it. 2019, so this is 2019. So pretty decent truck. It's definitely not been given any issues so far. So it's knock on truck for that. But yeah, I believe gotta do your pre-trips. Gotta do your pre-trips. Make sure all of our fluids are good, no leaking, no air leaks. Need to grab a paper towel. Oh, I'm so glad that it's snowing though. Like, that just makes the day so much better. Rookie driver in the snow in St. Louis. Oh, she's got oil. That's always a good thing. So yeah, this has been, I mean, it's been quite the experience, honestly. You know, driving around the truck on my own for the first time. It's been pretty decent actually. I really haven't had too many issues pop up. Really no issues, just the biggest issues around here being the fact that, I don't know if any of you guys have been through St. Louis or live in St. Louis, but it seems like every time you come here, there's just always construction everywhere. So yesterday we had to end up parking fairly far away from all of our stops on the road and just walk everything in, which of course, you know, that takes a lot of time. Something you always want to check these days is the fifth wheel plate. For whatever reason, people think it's fun to pull the handles anymore. So I always just get under here, make sure that lockjaw is around the kingpin. Gonna drop back in and get some heat going in this thing. It's cold out here today. It's got to be below 30s for sure. Alright, don't need the light test anymore. I was hoping that the Dunkin' Donuts would be open, but they don't open until 5:30, and it's not quite 5:30 yet, so I guess no iced coffee for me. But anyway, yeah, we've got several stops, five or six today, I believe is what it said. Got a Smoothie King to start the morning off, and then a couple more afterwards. Well, our pickup is over in Illinois, so that'll work out, I suppose. But I think I'm gonna mount the camera here and just kind of give you guys a little view of this stuff, the front, and probably do a voiceover just to start out with, and just see how that goes, and we'll go from there, guys. So let's go ahead and finish this all up and hit the road.
Alright, I'm going to throw in a little voiceover here just to kind of keep everything safe and keep myself hands-free here, especially since this is like, what, my third week driving a semi. First week by myself, especially throw me into a big city like this, so I'll just let you guys tag along really and do a little bit of voiceover while I need to, but we're going to be headed out of the hotel parking lot where we're at right now and get started going towards, I believe it was either St. Charles or Chesterfield, Missouri, just right outside of St. Louis. We had a Smoothie King drop that morning, so I headed on my way there. And the Smoothie King, they don't actually get there till like 6:30, so I'll get there a little bit early, 6 o'clock, 6:08 I think it was. But honestly, I'm just going to just let you guys enjoy the drive, enjoy the sounds of the truck while you're all sitting there riding shotgun with me. And I'll just throw in voiceovers when I need to, just to explain anything that I need to explain, and just kind of go from there. So sit back and relax and enjoy, guys. What's funny is, so we're going to pull up right behind Reinhardt here, and Reinhardt is actually owned by Performance Foods. In case you guys didn't know, Performance actually owns a few different, I guess, branches. They own Reinhardt. I think they just bought Reinhardt last year, or maybe it was 2020. But all the Reinhardts are Performance Foods, so they're kind of starting to put that brand on Reinhardt as well. And then Core-Mark, if you guys know what Core-Mark is, that's also owned by Performance. So you see those trucks out there? They're actually Performance Foods trucks. And what's funny is I think that during my CDL school, on the day that I went to go take my test, Reinhardt came in to talk, and I applied for Performance Foods, and I thought it was going to be over at the Reinhardt. It turns out it was for a different division, which is the one that I'm in right now, which is more of a regional. So funny how things work. So we were 20 minutes away at the hotel from our destination, so nice little 20-minute drive in the rain / snow. I actually stopped at McDonald's to grab myself an iced coffee because I 100% needed it to help me get started in the morning, especially for that first drop. So I found a McDonald's that I could fit in, and it worked out just fine. We still got to our smoothie, actually 30 minutes early, so not too bad.
So basically I'm in need of some coffee, and if you can get into a McDonald's, take the opportunity. I didn't see any gas stations that I could fit in along my route, truck stops or whatever, so we're gonna grab us an iced coffee, head out on our way. Just 5 minutes down the road, we'll be at our first stop of the day. All right, it's been a little while since the last clip. I've made several drops since then. Last one here at Chuck E. Cheese in St. Charles. That was an 88 case drop, so a little bit for them there. Being as this is my very first time by myself, I think it's going decently smooth. I've got 2 more left, 30-minute drive to Alton, Illinois, and we're going to drop at a Fazoli's and another cookie restaurant or something, just some kind of dessert place. And then we got a drop and hook pickup of 36,000 pounds of flour headed back to Springfield. So I thought it was going to be a live load today, so I really wasn't looking forward to that. But it is a drop and hook instead, so let's go ahead and get it. I've decided to switch to, we've been using Google Maps for pretty much the entire trip, and obviously you guys know Google Maps does not exactly tell you where you can and can't go when you're in a truck. So navigating St. Louis was a little difficult because you had to watch out for the signs, the no trucks signs. But Trucker Path actually has a trucker GPS on it. You have to pay for it. I think it was $9 something a month, $9.99 maybe, I don't remember. But I'm doing the 7-day free trial, so we're gonna try out the Trucker Path GPS, and it's supposed to get us there on truck routes. So if this helps and works, it's better than buying your $600-700 GPS if you don't want to.
So let me just start off right here by saying I was going to try to film dropping the trailer, and the yard dog that was there just insisted that he needed it right now. So I just kind of had to hurry up, make sure I'm doing everything properly, drop the trailer. He came and picked it up, and I had to go ahead and get back in and pick up the loaded trailer. And right here was kind of where we had a little bit of issues. You know, I've only backed into a trailer just a couple of times, and that was with, you know, either a trainer or like somebody that we were doing a road test with. So I don't really have too much experience with it, but we're going to go ahead and do it because, well, we don't have any other choice. So backing in, getting lined up, that's really not a huge deal. The problem's really kind of, started as soon as we try to get underneath the trailer. And as we try to back into the trailer, I'm going to jump out and just make sure we're all lined up, everything's all good. I don't want to mess it up and jump the fifth wheel. That that wouldn't be very good at all. So we're going to go get out and double check. So from here we're going to put it back in reverse and continue backing in under the trailer and try to get everything connected. And typically when you back into the kingpin, you hear it lock. I'm going to do a tug test to make sure that we're locked up. And we are not. So at this point I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Why aren't we locking up? Why isn't the lockjaws going around the kingpin? So we're going to give it another shot. Kind of slam into it just a little bit hard this time, but it happens. Still, we're not locking up, so we're going to pull out from underneath it, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and get out and take a look and see what's going on.
I don't know why those jaws aren't locking.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull out from underneath the trailer and go and mess with the fifth wheel handle, because for whatever reason something is causing the lock jaws not to lock up around the kingpin when you go hit it. Not really quite sure why. I don't know if it just needed greased or what's going on with it, but I'm going to just get out here and take a look at everything that's going on and try to see if we can make something happen. And after we messed with that and wiggled it around, did whatever, I don't really know what happened. But so back into the trailer, everything locked up just like it's supposed to. Heard the click, did the tug test, made sure everything was all good, and everything was fine. So it's just a little bit of problem solving. Don't know why the issue was there, but I'm just glad that I was able to figure it out.
I'm gonna be honest, this is my first time doing a drop and hook. First time really hooking up a trailer without guidance, so we don't ever hook our trailers up. They're already hooked up. Looks like it's good now. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was. The handle would not go. All right, that's done. That's done. Trailer's hooked up. And I just got to do a pre-trip. All right, we are back, parked up at the yard. Returns have been done, post-trip and all that good paperwork finalized, and packed up the Hummer, and we are ready to head back home. All right, so anyway, that backhaul it was honestly the first time that I've ever dropped the trailer and picked the trailer up on my own. So during CDL school, we went over how to do it and how to hook it up, but we never physically got to do it. It's not part of the CDL exam, so it's not part of the school training. So they figured, once you get out on your job, you'll do it plenty. Well, here we really don't do a lot of unhooking and hooking trailers up. Once we get to our truck in the morning, it's all hooked up, ready to go. The trailer's already on it. The trailers, from what I understand, they rarely leave the tractor. Like once the tractor trailer get stuck together, they're stuck together for a while, because they've got it set up to where certain trucks are on certain routes. So that being said, the only time that I ever hooked up a tractor to a trailer was on the road test. So once before I got even hired on, we had the road test, and he had me connect the tractor to the trailer, you know, pull out, do the driving, come back. We disconnected it, and even then he did the majority of the, you know, I unhooked the airlines, he lowered the landing gear, stuff like that, and of course I drove the truck out. So, you know, I was familiar with it, of course, and I obviously always, you know, I knew how it worked, and how you do it, but I just never done it. And everybody knows that doing something is different than, you know, just talking about something, or, you know, learning about something. A learning curve. As with everything, you have to learn it, you have to find your process, you have to just keep doing it in order to learn it. So it's like that with everything, with every job, with everything you do, and that's kind of in the process that I'm at right now. So it's fun, you know, we're learning, we're just gonna keep on trucking, man. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying hopefully to the end of the video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next video on whatever the next trip may be.